Hello and welcome to this CNN News 18 digital exclusive. Today we are going to give you a no spoiler review of the much awaited blockbuster Spider Man No Way Home. I have Shilpa Ratnam with me who just walked out of the theater after watching the movie. So let's find out what we can look forward to as far as this latest Marvel offering is concerned. Well, Shilpa, to start off with, what was the movie like? Is it this is supposed to be the biggest Marvel release of the year? Did it match your expectations? Did it match the expectations of the fans?
Well, what a blockbuster release already in India. It's garnered 47.5 crores in advance booking, which
Okay.
seems to be the second highest of all time. The first spot is held by Avengers Endgame. I got this information from the PVR CEO, and they're expecting the weekend collections to be upwards of 300 crores. That's
Wow. Okay.
insane.
All right.
Right?
All
I
right.
know Suryavanshi got people back to the theaters, but perhaps this will make them stay there. Another thing I found out was only about 4 states are running to 50% occupancy. The rest of the
Okay.
country is running to 100% occupancy. So, what I can tell you is that if you're watching the movie, please go for the 2D version, not the 3D version. I'll tell you why. Because the 3D version, your glasses fog up when you're masked. So, many people
Ah.
unmask themselves. So, it's
Okay.
not
Okay. Okay.
so I would first like to urge our viewers to go for the 2D version. I feel like a lot of you will, and you should. And because after my review, you're going to want to go. I'm sure you've read the other reviews. So my review, I would like to say that firstly, it's a love letter to all the Spider-Man movies and to all the
Okay.
Spider-Man fans. Now, I'm not a particular Spider-Man geek, nor can I spot like the minutest details. But even for me, there were so many Easter eggs that I spotted, and I have to tell you, I was helped by the audience because every time there was a big reveal or a big character, there was a palpable excitement, a collective oh, there was a collective cheer. So I knew something was coming up. So I would definitely recommend if you're going to watch this, try and watch it in a theater with in the safest way possible. But if you want to go back to the theater and you want to watch it, then do go and watch it again and in the safest way possible. I want to reiterate that. Now, in there are a lot of questions about who are the villains. I will only say
Mhm.
what's already in the trailer. So we know that Doctor
Right.
Octavius is there. That's in the trailer. So we do know that uh,
Yes.
kind of portals open up. These Octo
No,
was
no,
in
no.
another
As far as
Spider-Man
no, no.
movie.
As far as the villains are concerned,
Hmm. Hmm.
we saw who were there in the trailer.
Yes.
Are there any more that we can expect? Just a yes or no answer. I don't want
Yes.
any names.
Yes. Yes. You can
Oh
expect
wow. Okay.
more. There's always more than what you saw in the trailer. You can expect
Uh-huh.
more villains. You can expect more excitement.
Okay.
You can expect more
Okay.
drama. I will not give what
Okay.
more specifics you can expect. Now, in
Okay.
another way that I found this extremely cute was the kind of moments that they had. They had a lot of warm moments. It's a very Christmas
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
film.
Uh-huh.
It feels like almost a Valentine's release, but it's perfect for
Okay.
the holiday season. Like many warm, touching moments.
So are you saying that this is they have like moved away from the conventional Spider-Man movies that were there, just out and out action? They try to put in a bit of dark themes. You are saying that this is not that. This feels a little more Christmassy, something that you would like give to a
Absolutely.
kid, maybe. Really?
Absolutely. You remember the Tobey Maguire one, the second one? Now I forget the
Yeah.
name. That one got a
Uh-huh.
little bit dark, right? This one
Yeah.
is much more therapeutic in that sense. It's
Okay.
not so much about killing people as much as it is about helping them. It is about trying to
Okay.
understand
Okay.
everybody. So that
All
way I
right.
feel like the whole mental health revolution that we've been going through the last 2 years has also impacted the makers, has impacted the movie. So that's a very big conversation about not
Okay.
treating people as they're bad to the core, trying to find out what makes them bad. And I have to say, all the laughs land, especially when you watch it in a theater with so many
Okay.
fans. The laughs land so well. The stakes are very high. Initially, Spider-Man is always a high school drama, a teen romance with some action thrown
Right.
in.
Right. Right. Right.
You
Right.
sometimes feel like the stakes are not high enough. Oh my god, Tom and Zendaya. Now I completely ship them as well after this movie. What I was talking to people who are big fans of Zendaya, and I absolutely see why. She has that inimitable quality on her. She has that the kind. It's like she's a chill pill by herself. So I absolutely understand the Tom Dyer mania, and I am also shipping them. In fact, I ship everything about this film. Marisa Tomei.
But do you think, but would you say that their chemistry is better than what we saw in the second set of Spider-Man movies? That is the one with Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone. Like, would you say their chemistry tops theirs?
Actually, Toby Maguire and Kirsten Dunst are the best, right? I don't know. I would
Oh
just,
wow.
I don't
Okay.
know, people are going to kill me.
I found Andrew and Emma to be a much better on-screen couple. Yeah.
I don't know. For me, Toby and Kirsten are kind of iconic, and they will
Okay.
remain Spider-Man and MJ for me with those dramatic moments, that upside down kiss. I think theirs was a definitive one, and everyone else who came later sort of followed.
Okay.
But if you're a fan of the first one with Toby, or the second one with Andrew or Tom, there's something for everyone in this movie.
Okay.
It's very
Now, if you compare this movie with all the recent Marvel releases, I'm talking about Shang-Chi, I'm talking about Black Widow. How does it fare? Do you think that it's much larger in scale, or is it something that's a little more toned down?
I think the last Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man Far From Home, was the first one to
Yeah.
not be set in New York. This one is
Mhm.
centered more around New York. I think the bucks are just growing bigger with every Marvel film, especially with the
Okay.
kind of star power they're pulling in. So I think it's definitely
Mhm.
going bigger. One good thing is, if you're not a keen follower of Marvel and these superhero movies, like I am not, personally, I don't go and read up every detail. I do that professionally, so personally, I don't do it. So this movie has a lot of amnesia. You had the blip. You have a lot of like an amnesia angle to it. So even if you don't remember, don't worry. A lot of people in the movie also don't remember. So there's always like a refresher. They'll be like, "Hey, this is the guy," and if then they introduce somebody, they'll be like, "Oh, you're the guy who is from so and so." Yeah. So
So basically, I don't need to watch all the previous
no,
Spider-Man movies to,
not at all.
refresh my memories and then go in for this one. Like, there's no homework that needs to be done.
Absolutely, you don't have to do your
No
spade
homework,
work.
no homework for No Way Home.
None, none. And also, if you miss the end credit or the mid
Mhm.
credit of
Okay.
Spider-Man Far From Home, who does it? I mean, absolutely nobody does. Everyone waits right till the end. But even if
Of
you
course. It's a
did,
Marvel movie. You have to wait till the end.
absolutely. I didn't know this initially, but now I do. And
Mhm.
e- especially, there's a lot of construction noise. I wish Spider-Man would do something about
It's
that.
fine. It's fine. It's fine. You're sounding fine. Yeah.
Okay, all right, excellent. So you don't have to watch it, and especially this installment starts with the last scene of the last one, the post-credit scene of the last one. Usually they're not so kind. Marvel kind of goes on.
Right, right, right,
You missed it. You should have been
right.
smart enough to spot it. But this time they're kinder. I think post-pandemic, middle of the pandemic, they want to be kinder to the audience. They're like, we know you have other worries. Don't worry, we'll recap it for you. We'll recap everything that
Okay.
you. So even if you're somebody who has no idea, you will understand. If you're
Mhm.
somebody who has some idea, then you will definitely understand, because that's where I was. And Edwin,
Mhm.
I think on the Spider-Man geek level, you are
Okay.
higher than me. So you will probably spot something that even I didn't in this one. Definitely bears a couple of watches. The first one for the excitement, the second one to see what you've missed out, and the third one for fans like you. You have frozen, or have I, because I gave out spoilers? I think we have lost Edwin there. I wonder if he left because I gave a spoiler. I hope he didn't. And an absolutely fantastic film. You have so many stars to watch out for. You have Benedict Cumberbatch. You have Jean
Uh,
Favreau. This one has been directed by John Watts. You're back.
no,
You're
no, no,
back
no,
with us,
no.
Ed. Did you run away thinking I'm going to give a spoiler? I think so. I think you're worried I'm giving out spoilers. I'm not doing that. So this one has been directed by Jon Watts, and what a perfect Spider-Man Endgame it's proven to be. As far as an Endgame
Okay.
movie goes, it feels so complete. There's so much closure for all Spider-Man fans, and of course, the sneak peek of what's to come is something unimaginable, something that
Mhm.
nobody gets. And yet something that
Okay.
was
About the what's to come bit, Shilpa, about the what's to come bit. So I wanted to know. Okay, so this is the last Tom Holland movie as far as Spider-Man is concerned. So does the movie end, with some sort of prologue for the next one? Are we going to see more Spider-Man movies in the MCU? Does the movie give any such hints? Because they brought in Doctor Strange, and he still
Hmm.
has a few movies left to come in the MCU. So, is there some sort of a build up there?
Okay, so this could mildly be a spoiler. So at the end, I'm only talking about Doctor Strange. So at the end, you do
All right.
see a scene that features Doctor Strange. I did not see any of Tom Holland in the post credit scene. I can tell you that Marvel has
Okay.
confirmed that this is not his last movie with them. Will we see him again in an Avengers movie? I don't know. Everything is melding together, right? So maybe we will see him again in an
Okay.
Avengers.
Okay.
We could see him again in yet another reboot of. But can I give you one? Okay, the next Spider-Man may not be as conventional as this one. They've not hinted who it is, but it's a very
Okay.
Bond
Okay.
kind of hint. It's not perhaps like the same kind of people that were
Hmm.
seeing playing Spider-Man. It could be someone different.
Well, Well, what can I say, Shilpa? I think you have got me even more interested in watching the movie now. I hope the people who are listening to this conversation are going to be a lot more interested in going and catching that movie. Thanks for the tip, by the way, Shilpa. As Shilpa said, try to catch the movie in 2D. It'll help you to avoid you know, your glasses from fogging up, and you don't have to like deal with your mask and all that. We have to stay safe. There's a new variant in town, so yeah, let's try and keep everyone safe around us. Well, that's it from us here at CNN News 18. Shilpa, thanks a lot for giving us your inputs as far as Spider-Man No Way Home is concerned. And to all our viewers, happy watching and watch this space for more.